Hello everybody, and welcome back to the third episode of our iRacing Talk series, which is where, kind of like a podcast, but we just go over some recent topics and news headlines in the NASCAR world, different things, while to kind of get our racing fix while we're still, the season is still suspended. We got a couple topics of conversation here for this one, and I'm looking forward to it. And the first thing I just want to go over is yesterday's iRacing Pro Invitational race. Just kind of recap that. 70 laps around Talladega. A couple headlines from it. Jeff Gordon was making his debut for iRacing. I don't know if it's for iRacing, but it was for the Invitational series. So I'm going to get the video going here. But Jeff Gordon was making his debut. It did not go well. He finished second to last. He finished one spot ahead of Denny Hamlin because apparently his daughter turned the screen off. That took Denny Hamlin out of the race. That's the reason Jeff Gordon did not finish last. His first incident was just a wreck, the big one early on in the race. He got turned around and he ended up getting stuck in the catch. And as you may or may not know, the drivers did a fast repair, which is a complete reset for these races. So he used his, and then later in the race, Brennan Poole hooked Chase Elliott intentionally, unintentionally, I don't know. But he hooked him, and that turned Chase down into Jeff Gordon, which put him several laps down. And like I said, second to last. So 2 resets, or not 2 resets, but he used his reset, had 2 starts, and was not a good debut for Jeff Gordon. Clint Boyer was, for the first time in his Pro Invitational career, just having a good race. He was running up inside the top 3 most of the early and mid parts of the race. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't paying too much attention, which I think is the problem, and he blew his car up because he was pushing. I think it might have been his last one, I'm not sure. I can't remember completely. But he blew up pushing the leader, and no caution came out, so he just had to coast around the pit lane, putting him several laps down. Luckily the restart's there, but it was completely. After his restart, or reset, something happened with Eric Almirola. He just downshifted at the wrong time or something, kind of nosed it into the wall a little bit, like right front fender. That caused Clint Boyer to get into his bumper and turn him around. After he blew his engine, it was not a good day for Clint Boyer. Ty Dillon, or there was a caution with 2 laps to go. Ty Dillon and Alex Bowman were the leaders. Coming to the checkered flag out of 4, Corey LaJoie stepped out to try and get under Ty Dillon. Hooked him, turned him, so that took away Ty Dillon's chances. And it also killed the momentum for the bottom line. And it was a pretty easy win for Boyer. The rest of the way to the finish line, not worried. Bowman. So pretty easy win for Bowman there, as he picked up his first Pro Invitational win. And probably one of the better races, I think. Let me know what you guys think about it. Only 2 cautions, so it was a cleaner race than usual, which I would not have expected. That's what we got. Pretty cool race. And so on to the next topic. there was a tweet out by Dave Moody, who is a NASCAR media reporter, and this tweet was sent out earlier in the week, and I hadn't heard anything about it, but it contains some racing information, maybe just speculation about if and when NASCAR returns, but here's his tweet. It said, "Good news, NHL is talking about resuming a season in June. Not so good news. NASCAR is going to be racing 3 nights a week, so I won't see much of it." So, I'm not sure if he has inside information, because I haven't seen anything released about 3 nights a week. I have heard rumors that they're going to do 2 nights a week, or like a Wednesday race and a Sunday race, if they want to get it all in, but I haven't had 3 nights a week. So like I said, it could just be speculation on his part, but completely unconfirmed right now. 3 nights a week would be crazy. It would almost be impossible. It could be a joke tweet from him, I don't know. But it would be pretty close to impossible to get an entire race team, 2 or 3 race cars, and everybody organized to move across the country 3 times a week in 7 days. I just don't see how that would work. But if that's how we're going to get all 36 races in, I'm down to get it. Quick thing here, as you can probably tell, practicing here, truck's at Dover for this video. It's just next on the schedule, so if we get practicing, but I'd be lying if I said that this didn't hurt, because this coming Thursday, I should be headed to Dover for the first time with my friend, going to Dover to see the races, and unfortunately, due to Corona, I will not be going this very weekend, so kind of hurts a little bit, because we've been planning it since basically late September, maybe even just mid-September, but been planning it for a while, so it hurts that we won't be able to go, but hoping that we'll be able to get to the track. We'll all be able to get to the track sometime very soon. And as we watch the pit crew finish up here, the next topic I want to talk about, probably my favorite and probably the best one, is Ryan Newman has said that when NASCAR returns, he is okay to race. So, when NASCAR returns, he is planning on being in the 6 car, and that's just awesome news, because the whole thing is a miracle. If you had told me, or if you had showed me his wreck at Daytona, and told me that less than a week later he would be released from the hospital on his own power, walking without crutches or any sort of support, I probably would have called you sick for making fun of that, because that wreck was just crazy. It was a freak accident in every way, and thankfully he was able to recover as quickly as he was. But like I said, he announced that when NASCAR returns, he fully expects to be back behind the wheel of that 6 Roush Fenway Ford. So that's awesome news to hear. Personally, I can't wait. It's going to be great to see him back at the track, and they're releasing, I don't know if it's a documentary or what it is, but they're releasing some sort of program later in the week about him, or with him and one of the NASCAR media reporters, about you know, the accident and his recovery and everything that's kind of happened since then to now and how he's back. And I can't wait to see that. I'm definitely going to be tuning into that. I just gotta, I think it's Wednesday, I think they said, but I'm not totally sure. But it's going to be great to see Ryan Newman back driving again. Hopefully he will be successful in his return. You know, maybe, who knows, get a couple top 5s, top 10s, and maybe even a win would be great. But tell you one thing, when we get to the track and when there's driver intros and things, and you know, there's certain drivers, like when Chase Elliott gets called, it goes nuts. When Kyle Busch gets called, boos rain down. When Ryan Newman's going to get called, it's probably going to be louder than any other driver in the field that day. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome to see him return, and I can't wait. And that leads us to our next topic. And with him being back in the 6, that leaves, or supposedly expecting to be back in the 6 when we return, that kind of shuts the door for all the rumors of who will take over the 6 car. So no more Biffle, no more Cindric, Briscoe, none of that. Ryan Newman's in the 6, which kind of just brings us to the 42. And who's going to take that over? Even though there is, I would say, probably like a 85 to 95% chance that Chastain takes over the 42. There's other options. You know, I'm sure some of the people that were being looked at for the 6 might be in there. Who knows? They did say, or Chip did say he was going to take his time and not rushing anything. The 6 car is Newman's again, and I personally think it's 100% going to be Ross Chastain. He's got that Xfinity program pass. He's under contract with him. He won a race with him, so that's a big indicator, not indicator, but a big hope. And I think it's going to be Ross Chastain, but you never know. Anything can happen. Stranger things have happened for sure. But definitely going to be something to keep an eye on as we get closer to the return of NASCAR. I would say the announcement of who takes over the 42 will probably happen within the next 2-3 weeks. Definitely sooner rather than later, because we are getting closer to June, and that's when they say you might see things start to happen again in the sport. And that brings us to our last topic, and one that may not be such a good thing to hear for any of you Larson fans out there. Again, totally unconfirmed. This is just something I was sent by my friend who I was supposed to be going to Dover with, who is a Larson fan. And I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but there's no news story on it or nothing like that. It's just completely my speculation and anybody who has seen the picture. But basically, last week, early in the week, I was sent a picture of the lobby, I would say, of the Premium race shop, and like the glass windows looking into the race shop, and leaning up against the window was a rear windshield off the cup car, and the name on the back of that cup car was Larson. So, like I said, complete speculation, just kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Larson could potentially be going to Premium Motorsports. Of course, he will have to be reinstated by NASCAR and finish any sort of sensitivity training that he has handed down towards him. he does have some sponsors left over that said they would stick around. Planty Sales, Finley Farms, and a couple of other sponsors from the state. But Kyle Larson's rear windshield is in the possession of Premium Motorsports, so something to look out for there. We could be seeing a major change if you guys go there, because they're not what I would call a competitive team. Maybe not even at the restricted plates. They just can't seem to get lucky enough there. But that would be a huge upgrade in the driving department for them. It'd just be a crazy scene of events if Larson ended up there. There is no confirmation to that. That's just my speculation after seeing that one picture, and just something to look forward to as we near the beginning of the NASCAR season. Not the beginning, but the resume. But that's it for today's episode of iRacing Talks. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box below. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the first and second episodes of the series. And make sure you check out the links in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or thoughts or any sort of thing like that, either this episode, any thoughts, comments on this one, feel free to drop it below. I'd love to talk with you guys about this. If you have any questions for the next episode, again, feel free to drop them. I'm always see what other people are thinking. It'd be great to have a discussion. Hoping to maybe get some people on here pretty soon. And talk with some people about some of these topics. But that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.